Hello everyone, hope everyone's having a good weekend. I'm Rich Reynolds. I'm a Yorkshire-based wedding magician, and I thought I would show you a few bits of magic today, as well as field any questions that you guys have. So I'll keep an eye on the comments. If you've got any questions about what I do, then just get in touch. I'll try and keep an eye on them. And the first thing I thought I would show you is this. So I'm guessing most of you have one of these, or I've had one in the past. During lockdown, I've actually got obsessed with Rubik's Cubes, and obviously I've had quite a lot of time to practice solving them and everything. I can solve one in about 4 minutes, but I haven't really I've looked at the world record. The world record is 4.5 seconds. There's no way I'm going to be able to do the world record, even if lockdown goes on for a few more years, probably. So what I thought I'd do is show you these. These are challenge cards. Hopefully you guys can see them. The challenge cards. Hello everyone. Challenge cards from the World Championships in Brazil. And what they are is they're all different mixes. So in a second, I'm going to ask someone for a number between 1 and 22. So if someone can put in the comments, because there's a bit of a delay, a number between 1 and 22, and that's the card that we'll use. So I'll show you they're all different mixes, and I'll give them a bit of a shuffle. And when we've got a number between 1 and 22, I'll count down to that number, and that's the one we'll use. So while waiting for the number, I will say that the whole idea is that I come to your wedding and entertain with unforgettable experience your guests, your friends and family, so that you can just relax and enjoy your wedding day. I think we had 22. We just got 13 a couple of times actually. So we'll use 13. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 there. I'm going to look away so I don't see it. I'm going to show you guys so you can see what it looks like to begin with. Maybe you can kind of remember a bit of the pattern. So I'll look away while you have a look, if you can all see that. And then the idea is that they look at it for 5 seconds, then try and match it onto the cube. So I'm going to give it a go. Brilliant. Okay, so I'll give it a go on here. Hopefully you can see. This normally takes a while to try and speed it up. I think there, actually, if we just look at that, can you guys see? Does that match? You guys, I think that's a match. Yeah, I think we've got them all there. The thing is, at the World Championships, the main event is solving the cube in the quickest time. So I can't solve it in less than 4.5 seconds, so I wouldn't win. But I had a dream the other night that I was on the stage in front of the judges, and look, all I needed to do was take the cube, just wave it like that, and then it's solved in less than 4.5 seconds. But then I thought, the judges, they're gonna go online, they're gonna see I'm a magician, and they're gonna want to see some card trick or something. So I thought I'd wave the cube over the judges' cards, and then all of those cards would solve as well. So every last one. So that's a bit of what I've been doing in lockdown. I'll tell you a bit more about what I do. So a lot of people ask about when's the best time for me to come to the wedding. There's 2 main times. The first one is after the ceremony, during the drinks reception. And I really like that time because people often think that I'm a guest. Go up to the first group, have a chat with them, start doing stuff, and then they start reacting, and everyone at the drinks reception is kind of looking around, seeing what's going on. And then I kind of just get dragged from group to group, wanting to see what what I'm doing to make people react like that, basically. And it works really well because the bride and groom, you're away having your photographs taken a lot of the time, so I can mix and mingle and entertain your guests while you're doing that. Then I also have some special routines that I just do for brides and grooms on the day. You can maybe gather a few parents or bridesmaids, best men, and they can be involved in it as well. And that leaves you with some romantic, magical souvenirs that you can keep forever. So that's really nice as well. The other time is the evening. So I say early evening as the evening guests arrive. I've got a bit of time with the day guests if they're first, and then I can go around everyone before the parties get started, basically. I want to show you as much magic as I can, so we'll try this as well. So I'm guessing a lot of people have heard of Chase the Lady, Chase the Ace, and seen it maybe on holiday, because a lot of people see it on the streets in like Barcelona, Rome, places like that. This is an American version. So this uses one ace, which is the money card. That's the one you need to keep your eye on, and 3 blank cards, and they're just there to distract you. Okay. What they do to try and get you to part with their money and get you gambling, they take out one of the blank cards, they put it on the table, and then they take the ace and they put the ace in the middle of the other 2 blank cards like that. Now, if they ask the spectators now where the ace is, they'd know it was in the middle because they've obviously just seen it go there. So they have to shuffle them and try and confuse the spectators. So they take the cards, they go blank card to the bottom, ace to the bottom, blank card to the bottom, and ask people where the ace is. Now, most people guess that it's in the middle because it should be, which obviously it isn't. It's none of those cards, and it's actually on the table down there. Okay, so I'll show you again so you get a chance to see it again. So we're going to take one of the blank cards, I'll put it on the table, we'll take the ace, and we'll put the ace in the middle there. Again, they shuffle the cards, so they go blank card to the bottom, ace to the bottom, blank card to the bottom. Ask people where the ace is. They guess the middle, it's not in the middle, it's none of those, and then it's down on the table again. Okay, the thing is, they can't do it the same every time, because if you did it the same, people would start guessing that the ace is always on the table and start winning money, which is the last thing that they want. So they show them the 3 blank cards, they put one of them on the table, they take the ace for the last time and put it in the middle, and then they shuffle the cards again, so they go blank card to the bottom, ace to the bottom, blank card to the bottom. They ask everyone where the ace is. This time, they guess it's on the table because they've seen it there twice. Obviously, this time it's a blank card. What annoys them is if they'd have gone for the middle, they'd have got the ace, but if they'd gone for the left card, they'd have got an ace, and if they'd gone for the right card, they'd have got the ace as well. So never try chase the ace if you see it while you're on holiday. Some other questions that I get, I travel up and down the country, so it doesn't matter where you're getting married. The amount of time is something that people often ask. So 95% of people book my 2-hour package. The reason for that is the amount of time that I spend there is often dictated by the amount of guests that you've got. So obviously, right now, I've actually done a few weddings, some socially distanced weddings recently, with people not being able to have more than 30 guests. Then I've been doing about an hour, and that's enough time to get around everyone. With a sort of usual amount of guests at a wedding of sort of between 50 and 80, I always recommend 2 hours. That's a really good time for me to be able to guarantee I'll get around everyone once, and most of the time I can get around everyone twice. People ask what kind of things that I do, so I obviously do a lot of card magic. That's kind of a lot of my passion, but I like to put in different things as well to make it interesting for the audience. So obviously Rubik's Cube magic, do a bit of that. And the second time I go around, I tend to focus more on mentalism magic, which is the kind of stuff that you might have seen Darren Brown do, where your mind read doing sort of mind reading effects, which people seem to just go crazy for. So that's really good fun as well. I actually go traveling a lot. And if you want to check out my social media, then recently before lockdown, I went to Africa and I went on a safari and saw some elephants. So I've got a picture there of an elephant that I saw, if you can see that. And I wanted to do, she actually had a name, but I don't want to tell you what the name is yet because we're going to try this. In a second, I'm going to ask someone to name a card. So if you start putting them in the comments, and the first one I see we'll go for. But I'll show you this. I've got a deck of cards where they've got names on. So Tina is Ace of Clubs. We've got Jill, Anna, Tess, Edna, Erin, which is Nine of Diamonds. Sorry, I'll try and keep them so you can see them. Cara, Leah, Mona, Lisa, June, Rose, Emma. So I actually want someone to just name a card and then we will find that card. So I'll wait for a comment to come through naming a card. Eight of Clubs by Leslie. Hello, Leslie. Thank you for naming the 8. So I'll try and do this so all of you can see. We'll go through. So we've got 7, 5. We'll try and find Leslie's 8 of Clubs. As we go through. Hopefully it's not the last one. It will be probably. I think I can see it already actually. So we've got the 8 of Clubs there. Take that out. Now Leslie, you went for the 8 of Clubs, and on there is the name Lucy on the 8 of Clubs. The really weird thing, Leslie, is that here the elephant that I actually met in Africa was also called Lucy. So thank you for picking the 8 of Clubs, Leslie. Once again, you've done it brilliantly. Thank you very much, guys. I'll try and think. The main thing for you to be able to see what I do is if you head over to my social media pages. So I do a lot of videos. I put a lot on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, just so that you can see what my social media is. I will show you on here. That is my name. If you search for Rich Reynolds Magician on any of the social medias, you will find me. Seeing as we've got a bit of time, I'll show you one last thing. So this is one of the favourite tricks that I do at weddings. People just want to see it again and again and again. I end up doing it again and again, even though the first rule of magic is don't repeat the same trick twice. But this is so much fun that I can't really help it. So I'm guessing most of you have seen Derren Brown on TV, and you might have seen one of the things that he did is he predicted the lottery live on TV about 5 or 6 years ago. When people find out I'm a magician, they always ask if I can predict the lottery as well. Obviously, I can't do that, but I'll show you. So we've got lottery tickets there, and what I prefer to do is if you take tickets and you lay in the right sleight of hand, you can just take them and just turn them into money, which is quite cool. So that's quite useful. And you can see the Queen's face on there. The thing is while I'm at weddings, I don't really like to be carrying around loads of money. If I do this for every table at your wedding, then I'm going to have thousands of pounds. So I always take the money and then just turn it back into tickets and just carry it around as lottery tickets, because that's just a bit safer, really. Thank you everyone for watching. Thanks once again to Wedding Fairs Yorkshire. I know quite a few people have been saying it today, but they've been fantastic through lockdown, giving us the opportunity to showcase what we do for your wedding through lockdown. So thank you very much to them. Have a fantastic weekend, everyone, and goodbye.